I know. See, look. Date any married woman. I date married women that are home. Just because you can't be called a homewrecker after. Because they're homeless. I wrote this great joke. My wife. Sorry, guys. I wrote a great joke about employment. Sorry, I fucked that up. Sorry if I let you down there. Fuck. I wrote a joke about employment, but I sell a lot of weed. Smoking weed right now because I can do that. I'm home and it's Zoom, not on the stage. So I guess that's one of the main things I'm gonna miss once we go back to smoking weed and jerking off during a set. Yeah, that's not. Heads up, if you please do us all a favor and stay the fuck up. If you catch me out and I'm working out, mind your fucking business. But if you have to know, I'm not working out to look good. I'm not working out to be all buff and ripped and shit. I'm literally working out for two reasons only. The first reason is your pallbearers. Make sure they struggle. Because that would really suck to be dropped. The second reason.
Oh my god.
I would try shit right now, but it would premeditated murder. I'm not going to jail. It ain't worth that much, So I want to appreciate the next person, no matter how good they got it, how better they are. You're not a follower. You're just appreciating. Okay, guys?
I would always make fun of them because.
Tina.
Yeah.
Hypothetical comedy. There's nothing hypothetical about the closing of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. America got concerned. That's when our political parties went, you're worried about not having a circus? Hold my beer. 2020 needs to raise the bar. I just had the best day of my life. They're never going to.
Fred. Office. Everybody loves Office. Lame, classic American comedy joke. Okay, I've seen. Yeah, all right. Hey guys, how this time a white comic talks about race, James Baldwin is right behind him, staring him down. With that in mind, I will say that I have said that word, the most disgusting word in the history of the English language. Once and only once when I was 10. And that's when my friend and I were talking about our favorite hip hop album, Straight Outta. What does NWA stand for? He said it stood for No Whites Allowed. I was like, no, something way better. And I said that. But I feel like no white supremacist ever has been a fan of NWA. Like there's never been hey Scoot, put on some 100 Miles and Running. Let's put on some B-sides. Hey, by the way, can I get a ride to the Cross Burning out at Deep Gap later? All right, that's my time. Thank you, guys.
All right, Michael Clare. Keep going for Michael Clare.
Woo! Always. Whenever we do that, he's watching over us.
He's watching. Michael Clare's watching for him, too, you guys, so watch out. It's deep, Michael. It's deep. All right, let's keep this thing going, you guys. This next guy, he's a really funny comic, and he just did a live show the other day, and that's super awesome. He runs Displaced Comedians. Get up for Nico Lukov, everybody.
Nico! Oh, that's me. What's going on? That's me. The other day, my buddy was telling me about how he'll take like this specific amount of shrooms, like less than you would normally take, and like spreads it out throughout the day. And he's like, this is amazing. It changed my life. To which I just said, I didn't ask. Are you Sam Medina about to tell me about being a vegan? I don't give a shit. I don't care how you consume your magical fun guy. You're not even a fun guy. He's like, no, you don't get it. I split it up. It's called microdosing. I'm like, whoa. Microdosing. Why do you need a fancy term to mean just a little bit of drugs? He's like, no, you don't get it. It's amazing. And I'm like, dude, all you're doing is reinforcing what I just said. But all right, call it what you want. I'm not your sponsor. I don't give a shit. He's like, I'm like, microdosing, fine. But here's what I'm gonna start doing. I told him I'm gonna start taking this like perfect amount of sugar and flour and eggs and cocoa and chocolate, all this stuff. You know, cook it all together. And like, no, I'm not gonna be eating dessert all day. No, I'm just micro caking. No, just 10 milligrams of deliciousness at a time to make it through the day. No, I'm not baking 36 cupcakes at 6 in the morning. I am macro baking my daily micro cakes. Cupcakes are now to be called micro cakes. You take note. There will be a test. I was chatting on Facebook with this dude the other day, and he's like, hey, do you want to like just hop into a Zoom? I'm like, yeah, sure. Does Sam have a Zoom going? Does Kirk have a Zoom going? Jessica, who's got a Zoom going, hanging out? He was like, no, just me and you. I was like, whoa. Pump the brakes. We just met on a Zoom open mic 3 days ago. And while in COVID times, that's precisely 462 gajillion days. I think you're zooming to the Zoom level of our relationship, you know? I don't know. Also, look, I'm straight and happily married, and yes, sometimes those do go together. I just fucked up Kirk's bong rip. I don't care what happens next. This is great. But we did. We hopped in a Zoom. I'm like, I'm not proud of these thoughts. Let's hang out. We hopped in a Zoom. We had a wonderful time. We discussed a lot of interesting topics, you know, on this like weird, I guess, kind of like platonic internet date. And I realized
Hetero life, mate.
Jason. This is what a podcast is. It's just an internet date with a theme. And that theme could be having no theme. Oh, I'm sorry, Q&A. The only difference between this and the podcast was a record button, an RSS feed, and begging all your friends to subscribe. And then it's like, where should we hang out? My podcast or your podcast? My place or your place? But let's face it, even if you don't have a place, you probably still have a podcast. I guess what I'm saying, folks, is book me on your themed internet dates. I'm a good time. Speaking of time, I'm feeling a little, please bear with me. You want to keep it together? Do you guys hear that? Does anybody hear that? Oh my God, I need some more micro cake. Hold on. Oh my God, micro cake. Oh my God. I'm going to be okay. I've been Samwise Gamgee 20 years later. You've all been a blast. Thank you so much.
Woo, Nico, everybody. Keep going for Nico. Hey, Nico, since you would do such a better job than I would do, go ahead and plug the Towathon for Sunday that I'm on as well.
This Sunday, Tao Comedy Studio, Los Angeles, California, that has been trying to stay open and just trying to keep the lights on and keep comedy alive. They're having a Towathon. You're going to watch for 12 hours. There's going to be 1,000 million comedians, probably just only 100. And you pay $10 to watch the whole thing, all different tiers to do it the first hour that's going on. I'm on there. I don't give a shit when Sam's on. He's probably on later. It's going to be really fun. Go to our Instagrams and go to Tao Comedy Studio and enjoy some fucking comedy.
I'm on there at 9 o'clock p.m., everybody. Thank you,
Fuck
Nico.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm a good time.
Hell yeah. I'm super excited. It's going to be really fun. The Tao Comedy Studio. Go check them out and come to this show. It's going to be really fun, you guys. All right. Let's keep this thing going along, you guys. This next comic, I don't think he's been here before as a comedian, but he hangs out with us every Thursday for game night, so that's pretty cool. Get it for Cody Webb, everybody.
Cody!
Yeah, so I fell for a John Stamos death hoax once,
What?
and I didn't realize he was still alive until 3 years later when I saw him in a yogurt commercial. And even then, my first thought wasn't, wow, John Stamos is alive? No, my first thought was, wow, where'd they get all this footage of John Stamos eating yogurts? Like, do you realize how little sense that makes? In order for that thought to make any sense, John Stamos would have had to have secretly recorded himself eating yogurts, not tell anyone, die. His family would have to find that footage, also not tell anyone, wait the appropriate amount of time for the public to mourn the death of John Stamos, which is apparently 3 years, and then sell that footage to some yogurt company. I don't know which one, but given we're working with John Stamos here, 100% guarantee it was Greek yogurt. Honestly, that's not one of my favorite jokes to tell, but I have a very limited time frame to tell that joke. Like, I can only tell that joke while John Stamos is still alive. Like, if I come up here and say I fell for a John Stamos death hoax once he's actually dead, you know there's going to be one person in the audience who's going to be like, he's actually dead this time, you asshole. And I can deal with a lot of things as a comedian, but being heckled by a diehard Full House fan who has just been bereaved of John Stamos, not something I'm looking forward to. So I'm just going to milk the shit out of this joke while I still can. Let's see. The phrase sexual orientation has always been really weird to me. Because orientation just means which direction you're facing. Yeah, not super relevant to how attraction works, right? Like, if you asked an old-timey sea captain what his orientation was, he would tell you, westward! No, you misunderstood me, sir. What's your sexual orientation? Bisexual. Listen. If you're out on the high seas for as long as I, with nothing but hardtack, expired beef jerky, and greased up men, you gotta be willing to take whatever you can get. I guess there is one other definition for orientation, that being like freshman orientation, where you go in, they give you a tour, and they let you know what to expect. But if we use that version of the word, then sexual orientation sounds like what you get when you show up too early to an orgy. Oh, Phineas, I'm so glad to see you here. Come on in. You're a bit early, but let me give you a quick tour. Let me give you your sexual orientation. All right? So over here we have the fuck pit, also known as the living room when the orgy isn't happening. We've laid down a tarp, things won't get too messy. Down the hall we have the chamber of many oils. And my favorite part on the left here, we have the master bedroom where we've put 6 California King mattresses together so that way you and your orgy subgroup can take up as much space as you like. It is fantastic. Ho, 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 ho! Phineas, you're gonna have a whale of a time tonight. That's right. The old-timey sea captain character from earlier, he was the guy getting the tour the whole time. It's called a callback. It's a very common comedic trope. I would have expected you to see that coming. Listen. This is me, Phineas, the sea captain right now, taking over his mind because I need to speak to you right now, okay? Please do not judge me for being at this orgy, okay? When you're out on the Pacific for as long as you have certain carnal desires that need to be fulfilled, okay? I want to be dominated by some swashbuckling ladies. And I want to use me hook on them in a variety of creative ways. And then I want to be pegged by them because that is too good of a pun to pass up. All right, thank you very much. I've been Cody Webb, and I've been Phineas. Thank you all for coming.
Keep it going for Cody, everybody. Keep it going. Woo! All right, you guys. This next comic coming to the stage. Where this new Zoom is so much fun, you guys. I'm having a blast. I'm gonna bring him up to the stage with me. Boom, there we go. This next comic coming to the stage. He's a very funny dude. He's a good friend. He is coming at you from Las Vegas, USA. I like saying that because there's no states anymore. This next comic coming to the stage. I don't know what happened there. I heard myself though. Give it up for Kirk Broussard, everybody.
Yo, hello everybody. I guess I don't know if everyone saw my acoustic guitar or if those were like jokes that are part of their usual bits, but it was referenced a lot of times tonight. But fuck that, because I'm playing a song, so they can go fuck themselves. All right, let's fucking do this. It must be Sam's room. He's always on Zoom. Promotes it for real with that funky appeal. I didn't mind. It's not my time. It's not my time to unmute my mic. Hear any laughs? No one's video's on. Last said you were here. Now you're gone. I don't want any claps or sympathy laughs. I'll never forget where Hypothetical's at. Don't let the Zoom shows end. Quarantine. Quarantine. I'm never alone, 'cause I Zoom all the time. Are you on one tonight, or do you lie? Online comics can dream, sharing all the best memes. Hypothetical comedy stays on top of my feed. Sam won't roast you bad while you're still in the room. In the after show hang, we all seal your tomb. Don't let the Zoom shows end. Could have been funnier for you. I couldn't write jokes, though I wanted to. Will I get the light at 3? Athena said 5 minutes for you and me. Quarantine. Quarantine. Don't let the Zoom shows end. Quarantine. Don't let the Zoom shows end. Quarantine. Quarantine. Zoom bomb happening. Zoom bomb happening. FEMA kicks him the fuck out. I needed more Zooms. I wanted a list. Nico the genie, he granted that wish. My mind must be clear, simple spreadsheet. But I heard about hypothetical in the streets. Don't let the Zoom shows end. Should have been funnier for you. Quarantine. Quarantine.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. That's my time, I think.
Yay!
Keep it going for Kirk, everybody.
That was
Keep it going for Kirk.
absolutely great.
That was amazing, Kirk. That was awesome. You know what? I noticed I forgot to time you, and I figured he knows what he's doing. He'll do it. So I just let you go.
It's like a 4.5 minute song.
That was amazing. I loved it. I think we'll probably. I'll tell you later. We'll talk about that later. That was awesome, though, Kirk. Thank you very much. Keep it going for Kirk Broussard, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this thing moving right along, you guys. This next comic, he runs a Spanglish mic on Instagram Live every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think I got that right. I just read it. Give it up for Kevin Escobar, everybody. Kevin Escobar.
Oh my God, I am so tired. I did not research or care to check about PTS time. I mean, PST time. You know what the fuck I mean. I'm in New York, so it's pretty late. Anyway, welcome to my small apartment in New York, where I've been doing comedy in my underwear for months now. I'm sure most of you have too. This is also the spot where I work from home, play video games, and watch porn. I mean TV. TV. I just all I'm missing is like some kind of reclining toilet seat thing here, so I never have to leave this spot ever again. It'd be pretty sweet, America. Anyway, I don't know if you guys know this, but all the movie theaters in the U.S. and the U.K. are officially shut down forever. I'm 31, and I remember being a teenager and doing horrible, nasty things in the back of an empty one. I don't know if anyone here has. I think I lost my virginity during V for Vendetta in 2005. I think V for Vagina, right? Yeah, that was a good night. Anyway, motels, hotels, they're expensive, right? And of course, most of us still live with our parents, so I couldn't be like, "Hey, Mom, can you leave? I want to bang this girl from science class on my Power Ranger sheets." That'd be kind of weird. Anyway, oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm gonna have to go to sleep after this. I'm sorry. But anyway, hi. So look, real quick. When I was a little kid, my mom bought me a dog, and she named him after my dad because they both had one thing in common. They both wouldn't stop running away from home and fucking other bitches. Yeah. So if you guys can do me a favor, if you ever run into any old Colombian man named Pedro Escobar, I give you my blessing to just put him down. All right? Please send me pictures because I would love to jerk off to that. No kidding. Anyway, my name is Kevin Armando Escobar, Escuero Campo Cardona, but you can just call me Kevin Escobar. Sadly, I am not related to the late great Pablo Escobar. I'm sure we all saw Narcos. Que Dios lo bendiga. So when I was in college, I actually used to be a Spanish tutor and teach gringos Spanish. So it was easier to make money than selling drugs, of course. Dangerous business. So I'm gonna teach all of you some Spanish real quick. All right. First off, those that speak Spanish know that we all don't understand each other because we do not speak the same Spanish. It all depends where you come from. So let's talk about the word concha, right? In Mexico, it's a type of sweetbread. Mm-hmm. Somewhere else, it's like a seashell, a shrimp, or my favorite, a cunt. Again, depending where you are, you can probably get something to eat. Now, I'm sure we all know what a straw is, right? Those little sticks we use to drink liquid out of a cup or whatnot. These things have been killing turtles for centuries. I think it's because they don't know how to do cocaine properly, but what do I know, right? And they're also, that's a late one. There are also 11 different words in Spanish for straw. It's fucking stupid. For example, Mexico is popote, Ecuador is sorbete, Puerto Rico is sorbeto, and us Colombians, we say pitillo. But my favorite is the way the Spaniards call it, because sometimes they call it una paja. And for us, una paja means jerking off. Yeah, so imagine my surprise when I went to Spain for the first time, not knowing this. Went to a bar, I ordered a drink, and the bartender offered me una paja. And learn your Spanish, because that's how you could end up with a dick in your mouth. Yeah, good. All right, so before I go, the main fight we have on abortion is, well, one of them is, when does life actually begin? And according to my Colombian mom, life does not begin until you move out of my fucking house, pendejo. So yeah, according to her, I'm only 5 years old, so life's been good. Anyway, yeah, I go by Sarcastic Arepa on all social medias. Bromita Sin Barreras is my Spanglish mic on Instagram. We do English, Spanish comedians.
Hell yeah.
It's nice meeting people around the world, Thank you, coronavirus, for this opportunity. But yeah, that's me. Thank you.
All right, keep it going for Kevin, everybody. Yeah.
Woo!
All right, let's keep this thing going along here. Your next comic, who did I say? Oh, here we go. Your next comic, give it up for their very funny elite. I almost said wrong. Oh yeah, Alicia Rain, everybody. Alicia Rain.
Woo!
Hey guys, hey. So October, huh?
Woo.
That means hunting season. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great time of year. It's a great time of year, partly because alcohol and loaded firearms go together like alcohol and unprotected sex.
Yeah.
Kind of a peas and carrots situation. So just fair warning, there's a bunch of drunk people out in the woods with guns. Anyway, moving on. I'm from a small town, and so hunting's kind of a big deal in my small town in the Midwest. And it doesn't really matter which one it is, because they're all kind of the same. Like if you're from a small Midwestern town, chances are someone will have named their kids Dallas and Austin. And they will never go to Texas. Yeah, chances are you either know many people or are named after a type of cheese. I know 9 Colbys, so good. Chances are you're going to have a high adrenaline name. Chance, Chase, Ryder, Hunter, Danger. Chances are they're all going to be in the same carpool. So, yeah. Yep, I grew up in kind of a religious household. Like there was kind of a, like, don't take God's name in vain. And so you'd still see that today. People are like, oh my God. And I'm like, that's like a demon's name. Like, I don't know, saying that instead, I guess it's better. But yeah, I don't super say it that often. I'm not, I don't think anything's going to smite me. It's just not something I say. The only time I do say it, though, is when there are too many Christian rock stations in a row. I'm just like, Jesus is love. Shh. Love is Jesus. Shh. Almighty God. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I am not very religious. I guess if I put my religious status on Facebook, it would say it's complicated. But I do worship one God, and that's the porcelain God. Yeah, usually on a Sunday, about 3 a.m., after a very long night of sinning, I just get down on my knees and purge all of my sins to that porcelain God, and he just flushes them away. Now that's a God you can count on. Yeah, guys, I'm really proud of myself because I wrote a poem the other day, and I'm proud because the last time I wrote a poem was when I was in high school, and I was a totally different person back then. Like, I used to have black eyeliner just like all over my eyes, and I had so much eyeliner that I got the nickname Raccoon. It had nothing to do with the rabies at all. So my comedy, my poetry style back then was also a little different. There was a lot of shattered, and everything was, very dramatic, and lots of synonyms for the word black. Like midnight and obsidian, and yeah, my poetry is not quite the same style as it was back then. I'm just going to go ahead and read you my poem that I wrote. Eggs, bread. You know what? This is actually just a grocery list. Pardon me. But spice does rhyme with rice. So poetry in motion. Yeah, you're welcome, America. Yeah, guys, don't have that much time left, and I think that's kind of all I wanted to work on. So thank you, Sam. I'm Alicia Rain.
Hell yeah. Keep it for Alicia, everybody.
Woo!
The first time I met her, we were on a mic together, and she did a set, and she's like, "Oh, I hate vegans, and they're stupid." And I was like, "Hey, I'm a vegan." It was fun though. It was memorable. It was definitely memorable. She didn't actually say the word stupid. I just added that in there to sound dramatic. And just for the record, Nico, we're 2.5 hours into this mic, and that was the first time I said the word vegan. Thank you very much.
Wow.
I know. All right, let's get this thing going, you guys. Get ready for next comic. He's very funny. Jay Aquino, everybody. Jay Aquino.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I also hate vegans. So I'm just kidding. I don't. You know what? Actually, I had like a really great day today. I love saying that because it's not true. Like, I think anyone who says that is full of shit. You want something that's really funny is like my room has two sides. It has the Zoom side and then the not Zoom side. So everything that's wrong in my life that goes to there, and then everything. This is everything that's working out for me. I have a straw, trash, something telling me how to vote, and that's it. That's all I got going for me. I was number 23 on the list. I was like, oh, that's just like LeBron. They're gonna win. And no, they lost. That's the thing when it's not really a big deal. Basketball is just a game, right? They're just a bunch of really muscular men throwing around the ball. That's all it is. It's great. I enjoy it, but it doesn't matter really in the grand scheme of things. But when your team loses, it really sucks because also hundreds of people died today and no one really cared. So that was the other thing that sucked too. And you know, it's a bummer, but we keep on keeping on. So what else we got? What else do we got? I got some pizza today. Did anyone here like pizza?
No,
Yeah,
it's
pizza.
awful.
Oh, yeah, really?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, no, I mean, that's a valid idea. Like, pizza is awful sometimes, you know? You can have too much pizza. That thing, you can have too much of anything, really.
Never.
You know? Yeah, you don't think you can have too much pizza? Yeah. Well, you know, I just think I had too much pizza, you know? It was a rough day. I had a lot of pizza. You know, life's hard right now. You know, either you're not doing anything or you're dying. So this is the only options that we have. This is not going well. I'm not dying though, so it's a positive. It's, yeah. No, everything. No, it's not nothing. You know. The California stopped being on fire. That was good. You know, they had a gender reveal party. The gender revealed was red. You know, burning down everything. But I have some good news. I heard some. You know, I heard someone mention things like my best friend, his girlfriend is pregnant. You know, and I was like, "Hey, congratulations, man!" I was like, "Jay, she's getting an abortion." I was like, "Oh, super congratulations, man." I'm a very pro-choice. I'm pro. You know, you can do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it. You know, I support you. I support everybody. I think Alicia mentioned being, you know, in a complicated relationship with God, and like, you know, I totally get it because I'm Catholic. You know, well, I'm not Catholic anymore, which is actually the most Catholic thing you can say. So, you know, I did the whole 9 yards. I got confirmed. I was an altar boy, you know, and none of it worked out for me. I still ended up godless and faithless, and you know, but it's okay. You know, God's gonna forgive me at the end. I'm gonna get to the pearly gates, and then you go, you know, Jay, you know, you're not a Catholic anymore, but you were cycled a lot, so I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I just wonder, like, how does God keep the stats? You know, everything's got to be weighted differently, right? You know, I don't like. It's like, you know, in the Bible that says you can't eat shellfish, and like I've eaten a lot of shellfish, but I've recycled a lot too. So I don't know. I don't know how God's gonna decide how everything goes. I really don't think about heaven and hell that much though, because you know, I'm hoping that it's not a long time until I get there. But with the way things are going, you never know. That's it for my time. Just wanted to mention again, me and Sam have a fundraiser for Tao Comedy. It's a show. We're doing a show on Sunday. From 12 p.m. to midnight. It's a support Tao Comedy, which is a great comedy studio here in LA that supports, you know, disadvantaged individuals, LGBT women in comedy. She runs like the first women's festival, so it's run by Bobby Oliver. So I'm gonna be on that show. I'll be on the 1 to 2 p.m. hour. Sam will also be on that show on another hour. What hour are you at on?
I'm on 9 p.m. I wanted the
9 p.m.
day before I did a comedy show. I don't want to do it in the afternoon.
Oh no. As long as you're not on like during the Laker game, that's one thing I wanted to check on. Okay.
The who?
The basketball.
I don't know who that is.
Anyways, I'll throw it back over to Sam.
Hey, I think Nico might be on your same hour too. I think Nico's on.
Oh yeah.
I think
hey, and we'll go watch Nico too. He's a really great guy.
Yeah,
I don't know who he is, but he
must
must be a great guy.
Right. I was doing my Nico background when his set was on earlier, but I totally forgot. Anyway, keep going for Jack Kino, everybody. All right, let's
sort of limped along there.
Get out of here. Woohoo! Yeah, the show is super fun, you guys. All right, let's keep this thing going along here. This next comic is a really funny dude. He's been super patient. He's been here since the beginning, and it's super late for him. Get up for Muda Verma, everybody.
Woohoo! Hey. What is up, everybody? Yeah. So words and expressions, those things change over time. Not too long ago, President Donald Trump has redefined what it means to be positive.
That's pretty good.
Just earlier this week, Vice President Michael Pence has redefined what it means to look fly. So as most of you know, my name is Mudit, but I'm thinking about changing my name to Market so that my elected officials would value my existence. Quarantine and COVID has really like messed up my sense of time and organization. Like, anyone else stay in the shower like fully dressed in order to avoid doing laundry? That's right. My entire wardrobe smells like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all in one. So makes it efficient. Yeah. All right. I like running, but I don't like treadmills. I don't like treadmills because I can literally hear the weight I'm trying to lose stomping on the goddamn treadmill. You know, it's like boom, 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 and the entire Planet Fitness breaks down. You know, it's like that's not what they want. Next joke. Yeah. I have a friend, a buddy of mine. He's in a platonic sexual relationship. It's like, what's that? He goes home and masturbates after they hang out. Now, I promise, I swear, that friend is not me. I would never do such a thing. Yeah. I mean, no, if I was in a platonic sexual relationship, like, we'd go home and masturbate thinking about completely different people. So, I mean, I guess that's life. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Indians that support Donald Trump. I call those Indians graham crackers. They want to be like the other Trump supporters, but they're too sweet. And I'm salty about that. I gotta let that one. I gotta revisit. Growing up in elementary and middle school, I thought the Bloods and the Crips had a rivalry because of Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, and then that persisted to Ruby and Sapphire. But thank goodness Nintendo came out with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green to settle the whole ordeal, because that's a concept. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. Next joke. Okay, cool. A couple more. I was listening to an NPR special on the recent vice presidential debate, and they said there was a lot of tit for tat exchange. See, at first I thought tit for tat meant tattooing each other's nipples. Okay, no wordplay. One last joke. 2020 sucks, and I feel like the world is going downhill. I think that pretty soon mental health medications are going to make it over the counter. You know, like, let's say you have a little anxiety, you can pick up some knockoff Xanax from your local Target. That stuff's going to be so good that you'll want to grow your hair out and run around naked. They're going to brand that as Tarzan. Yeah. All right, that's my time. Thanks. My name is Muda Verma. Thank you.
All right, Muda. Keep it going for Muda, everybody. Woo. Got me up here. All right, you guys, we got 2 more comics for you tonight. I'm super excited. This next comic, she is the pun queen. She went all the way to the UK, and she beat them for that title, you guys. So give it up for the very funny Jessica Roberts.
Woo! Don't listen to him. I am not the pun queen. It was one fucking show. But I did win. I digress. I did win.
Woo!
you know. No. I get in a lot of trouble sometimes. Not really like trouble, but I get a lot of groans because I share a shit ton of puns. Yeah, like I did one tonight, and I said, what was it that I said? It was something about, crap. I don't know. See, I see so many of them, I don't even remember. Oh, I don't think I can endure this quarantine anymore. It's a Star Wars pun. If you got it, you got it. Anyway, moving on. So I know you guys, I've heard you guys talk about the fires in California. By the way, I'm a campfire survivor. Before 2020 said, hold my beer, it was the largest campfire, or sorry, not campfire. It was the largest fucking fire in California history. Now, California has had over 4 million acres burned. That's 1/3 the size of fucking Australia. And then on top of it, California is only about 100 million acres in general. So if you do the deduction in math, and I've been doing that because what the fuck, why not? It's 1/25 of California has fucking burned. Sorry, I have somebody messaging me. Why now? It's like they had been so quiet, and now it's like, oh, I have a feeling you're on Zoom, I must text. But no, here's the crazy shit. You guys want to hear something stupid that Trump did? He went there and called it fucking pleasure. He didn't call it Paradise, California. He called it Pleasure, California. Now, I know the guy's a complete fucking idiot, but I mean, I get why he called it pleasure. He has no idea what it means, because if you've seen his wife's face, half the time it looks like she smelled a fart. And judging by the fly on that fucking jackass's head, I'm pretty sure I know where the smell's coming from. But I digress. Anyway, no, and you know what's really fucked up? I don't know if anybody has said this because I came in a little bit late, but you know what's really fucked up? When a fucking fly upstages you. Never could we as comedians bomb harder than the fly fucking did Depends. Like, there's no way. Like, no one's gonna walk away from a set and go, well, the fly really was the greatest part of their set. No, it's not. They're gonna be like, well, the rape joke or the abortion joke or some fucking joke was great. So we don't ever have to worry about bombing any harder than that piece of shit. So anyway, yeah, COVID sucks. I literally have caught like COVID crush or something. I don't even know what the fuck it is. But it's really crazy because here's the thing. If you are trying to communicate with someone in another language, do not use Google Translate. It is not reliable because, yeah, I was trying to say something cute and whatever, you know, trying to do the little girly shit. Yeah, no, you know what I almost sent him? I almost sent him, I like anus. That is not what you want to fucking portray on the first kind of, you know, thing. Like, hey, how's it going? I like it. You got to wait till the third date, at least. Yeah, you guys are very quiet. Thank you. It's just like my children. Don't listen to me. Dude, I've been teaching my kid during COVID, and holy shit. Number one, I've never wanted to punch a teacher and congratulate them at the same time. Just say that. Because, yeah, my poor kid's like, slow the fuck down. And I'm just like, I say that all the time, but your dad never listened. That's why we got a divorce. No, I did. I got divorced in COVID, and it's really fucking weird because now I have all these like people in the chats and shit like hit me up like, hey, sexy, hey, this. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you? Some dude was like, I want to suck on your feet. I'm like, what the fuck? Why you want to suck on my feet? And he's just like, they're so sexy. And I'm just like, you're fucking nasty. Like, I've got, gross. I don't understand why people want to suck on feet. I'm not trying to kink shame or anything like that. Not by any means. But here's the weird thing. Like, people are like, oh, you're a mom and all that other shit. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, well, you know, you have those tiger stripes, right? And I'm just like, tiger stripes? What the fuck are you talking about? That's just called fat girl. Like, I'm just chunky. Like, I had those before kids. But you know what really sucks? Because when you have all these tattoos and shit, and you have one right here on the vein where they take your fucking blood. Because you want to know what they're like, oh, so you must have used IV drugs. I said, nope, I just really like Twinkies and depression. Thanks. But anyway, I really appreciated being on this show. I love Sam, I love Athena, and I love almost all of you that I know, because some of you I don't, but majoritively I know all of you.